Before we go down kind of your wonderful career trajectory, I was going to focus more with the first wine on kind of your loves of wine now.
Yeah.
And I know that you love your Chardonnay from Burgundy, but I never ever give guests exactly what they want because I like them to try new things.
So
and
it's just like being at home, basically.
Exactly. And so we're actually going to be having...
Yeah.
An English Chardonnay, because I was curious...
But in English Chardonnay?
An English Chardonnay, because I wasn't sure how much English wine that you had actually tasted. And these guys are really interesting because he, like you, is an American. He also, like you, was very involved with the music scene back in New York.
Really?
Came over to England, got involved in hospitality, then fell in love with wine. And now he has an incredible urban winery underneath the Battersea Arches.
Really?
Which is great to visit. And this is a really fun, and it's called Pygmalion Chardonnay, which I thought you would like due to the classical and literary references. But it's also due to the fact that Pygmalion was apparently the first play to ever be performed in the first ever theatre in London, which then burnt down in the fire of London. And then the Royal Opera House then got built on top of it. And I know that you love opera. And so on the label design, that floret there is meant to replicate the florets in the dome, the interior dome of the Royal Opera House. And so all of their wines, where the Chardonnays tend to have more visual like references to art around London because they're big London lovers. And then their kind of experimental range has more references to London public transport systems, which I know you've also written about, and you're very into architecture. But I just thought, given the background of trying to promote English provenance, English craft, their music background, American in the UK, I thought that their story rather aligned with yours, and I was curious to see what you would think.
How fantastic.
So this is actually, it's 2020, which was an amazing year for English wine, from Crouch Valley in Essex. And Essex is perhaps the driest region we have in the UK, so it's amazing for Pinot Noir, and also it makes some stunning, stunning Chardonnay. And this is probably the most Burgundian in style they do, which I thought would lean towards your tastes.
Well, I've had not a great deal, but I've had a variety of English wine, which has been pretty impressive. I just had, what did I have the other day? I had a Chapel Down Bacchus the other day,
fantastic.
Which was very nice. And a mile from home in Chipping Campden in Gloucestershire, we have someone who makes sparkling wine called Little Oak. Which is a very nice.
Those.
Oh, it's good. Oh, we really like Little Oak. And then there was I had a very expensive, actually very good English white the other day. Is it called Woodbridge Valley? Woodchester?
Woodchester, yeah.
Woodchester.
That is good,
That's very good. It's expensive, though. I mean, it's nearly £30 a bottle, I think.
Well, we say it's expensive,
but maybe it's not expensive.
Well,
maybe it's not £30 a bottle. I thought it was about £30 a bottle.
Again,
or maybe it's 20-something a bottle.
We don't quite have the infrastructure as other kind of classical wine regions do. But this I think is really fun. It's been aged. I just want to make sure I've got them. I want to say it's been aged for about 24 months. On the dead yeast cells, the lees, which gives it a lovely nutty element. And there's 35% new oak, which I think gives it a slight sweet spice. But really what should come through is the acidity. I know that you like your minerality in wines, but you get like a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of dry tropical fruit, because it was a really sunny year, 2020, unlike this summer.
It's good. I mean, oddly enough, if I didn't know it was Chardonnay, it would take me a minute or two to get the Chardonnay bit of it.
Yeah. I mean, it is made from two different clones, one from Burgundy and one from Germany. And so like...
maybe it's the German thing that I'm tasting.
That gives more aromatic. That gives more floral aromatics.
Yeah, I'm getting something quite floral.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the German bit.
Check you out.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's good. It's good. Black Book. So is that the name of the winery?
That's the name of the winery. They work with growers who are only a few miles away from London because they're all about trying to keep their carbon footprint down.
Yep.
And again, all their wines can be found on their website. So this is about £28.50. But again, considering this is like very low yields, it was made in a great year. And again, with the extensive kind of oak aging, I think it's a really elegant.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Because, as you know, of course, the champagne growers in particular are buying a lot of land, mostly in Kent. It's going to be interesting to see if other French winemakers begin to move into England.
For still wine as well.
For still
I know.
wine.